fact that I could invest in real estate, someone that had no experience at all.
African woman, confident woman, a special woman, beautiful woman. I cannot deny African women, they're strong. She's on fire. She's a blessing for my baby. A cultural woman. She is a royal woman. A loving and caring mother. Hey, Mama Africa. She did for Zambia. She did for Zimbabwe. She did for Senegal. Mama Africa. Black is beautiful. So beautiful. So adorable, you know. What a beauty to behold. Black is beautiful. Black is beautiful. So adorable, you know. What a beauty to behold. African woman.
You're welcome, Mo.
Confident
woman. Share the video for us. Hi, Shona. I see you.
Beautiful woman. I'm loving her vibing. Beautiful woman. She is enticing. Strong African woman. Hey, she is the full package. Very special woman. A special kind of body with a heaven's package. Liberia, Rwanda, Nigeria, Uganda, Africa, Mama Africa, Tanzania, Madagascar, Kenya, South Africa, Ethiopia, Namibia. We don't forget Algeria, Ghana, Somalia, Angola. Black is beautiful, so beautiful, so adorable, you know. What a beauty to behold. Black is beautiful, black is beautiful.
Happy Mother's Day, Asini, welcome. Happy Mother's Day, Shona, thank you. Welcome, dear.
Confident woman, a special woman, beautiful woman.
Jerry Starks mixes.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Happy Mother's Day. Share the video for us.
Wherever you day, my mama, I just want to say thank you. I want to sing this song for you. Wherever you day, my mama, I just want to say thank you.
The DJ not working for
me. For the blessings you rain on me. Sometimes I lose my way, but you still the prayer for me, the sacrifice for me. Oh, yeah,
I just doing my part, trying to share the video. We got a good show for you today. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. God bless you.
God bless you,
Mama.
To meet you, Mama. God bless you, Mama. Mama, you the first one. See the way you hustle for my kids. 9 months for the belly, no be easy. But you endure the pain for my sake. One try me fake. Mama, you ain't in a Mama, God bless you, Mama. You miss your Mama. God bless you, Mama. Mama. God bless you, Mama. You miss your Mama. God bless you, Mama. For the things you they do for me. For the blessings you rain on me. Sometimes I lose my way, but you still the prayer for me, the sacrifice for me.
Happy Mother's Day, man. Mama. God bless you, Mama. 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 Mama.
God bless you, Mama. God bless you, Mama. God bless you, Mama. I dedicate this song to all the women in the world, especially my mom. Amaino, God bless you.
Okay. Happy Mother's Day to you guys. This song, it put tears in my eyes because I miss my mama. And to all of you guys that have mother, you have your mother alive, you need to adore your mother. Because right now where I sit, I wish I had my mom. My mom been dead at least 30 years now, 29 and a half years. I was just a child when I lost my mother, a teenager. And it's just like it happened yesterday. For some reason, I can't get past my mother's death. But you know what? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. My name is Grace Goa. I am the president of Liberian Women Advocacy Network International. I'm also a member of Lawani, and I'm an honor member. I'm a happy member, actually, of Sigma Gamma Rho, the KOS chapter here in Pennsylvania. And with me is my vice president for Lawani, Vera Adivra. Happy Mother's Day.
Same to you, sis.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Good evening. My name is Vera Ade, the Vice President for Liberian Women Advocacy Network International. I'm glad to be on tonight as usual. Happy Mother's Day to all of our beautiful ladies out there. Those who are biological mothers, those who are adopted mothers, those who stand as a role model to model our girls and boys and children, those who are out there who advocate for girls and boys, who advocate for women and children. You guys are all standing in the role of a mother. And so I say happy Mother's Day to us all.
Lord Papa King, why were they wrong with you? You cannot matter what people think you're doing here. We gotta change, we gotta bring civilization to Liberia. You're used to hey ha. We gotta change the trajectory. We're not hearing hey ha. Everybody can be doing hey ha. Y'all can't let us know we're not doing that here. We got other people watching us that are not Liberians. So just so you know. The boy, I tell you, well, happy Mother's Day to everyone. Mother's Day is celebrated every second Sunday. Is it every second Sunday? Yes, every second Sunday in May. It happens that it falls on today on May 9 in 2021. So let me tell you how Mother's Day all started. Mother's Day started by a single woman, Anna Jarvis. She decided that she wanted to memorialize her mother memory. So she decided to take a day and memorialize her mother. And because she did that today, Mother's Day is internationally celebrated. One woman impact. So y'all Liberian people who just think that, you got to have a whole group of bunch of people behind you for you to make an impact. No, it's not true. 2 or 3 people, one person can impact the world. That one woman, Anna Jarvis. Because of her today, we all are celebrating our mothers. So we thank her. It started in 1908. It started in 1908 here in the great United States of America, right in Virginia. You see that? So we want to memorialize, we want to also remember Anna Jarvis for bringing this glorious day set aside that we can all honor our mothers and give them their prizes while they're alive and give them their flowers while they're alive. Now, there's not one day you would take to do this. You have to honor your mother all the time. But at least there's one day set aside that you just make her to feel special, and there where we are. So happy Mother's Day again to Vera Ade, the Vice President of Lawani, and happy Mother's Day to me. I have 3 children, so I'm a mother. It doesn't necessarily mean that if you are not a biological mother to a child means that you are not a mother. It's difficult to define mother in a few words. You cannot define who a mother is in a few words because it's a lot of components that bring out a mother. But mothers, they are selfless. They are affectionate despite how much they occupy all the things that we do, the 55 things. Motherhood, one of the biggest things that we could ever accomplish. Any mother will tell you that. And if the child is not, they have some mothers who never really born the child out of the belly. but they still stood in that role, and we want to honor them today because it's a glorious thing to not even bore a child and you can take care of a child like your own. That kind of mother, we give them great respect. Although we give great respect to the women who bore child to God, it's their right as mother. It's also the women who did not bore that child out of the stomach, but took care of that child as their own. It's also their right. So happy Mother's Day to all of us combined. You know, women who took care of children selflessly, who showed them affection, who did everything for them, although they were not biological children, but they still did that. Happy Mother's Day to them as well. If you want to come in?
Yeah, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to them too. You mentioned those who didn't have children at their own but have taken care of children, and it takes a special kind of person, a special kind of emotion, a special kind of strength to care for a child that you did not bring forth biologically. So kudos to those mothers, like I said earlier, who take on children, adopted children, and love them to the core. You know, they love them with the love of God, and they love them as though they biologically brought them on this earth. I was thinking today earlier, because today's Mother's Day, I was saying earlier, I was thinking, Jerome's brown mother, as I was, contemplating what I would be talking about tonight. And I felt heartbroken. I felt heartbroken, the whole situation surrounding him, how he got starved to death, and how his mother was heartbroken. And then on top of that, again, the person, the home in which he was, she ended up going to prison and having her own child in prison. So she's sitting in prison with a child growing up in prison. Two devastating situations. And my mind just went to that situation today, and I felt so heartbroken. And that is why I'm saying, if you're a stepmother out there, just know that you're a mother to somebody. Express that feeling. Take care of them as though you brought them forth biologically. Children are our children. It doesn't matter by what means we acquire them. We still have to love them and love them with everything that we have.
Yeah. And may the soul of Jerome Brown and the rest of the little children that were abused by their own mothers, by their stepmothers, may their souls rest in peace.
Amen.
But they got a very common saying. It says that as God could not be present everywhere, so he made mothers. Somebody was telling me today, say, oh no, Grace, no, we can't accept that saying because God is present everywhere. But it's just a common saying. It's just that it says that God trusted the making of women when he made woman. He trusted that women were going to be standing in a very, very serious position, in a very I don't know what terminology to use. They in a very crucial position. And then that's why he put Adam to sleep in the garden. When Adam, were walking around the garden, he saw the animals. They were all two. They had their partners and they were walking around. And he felt lonely, and he never really knew how to maneuver around anymore because he was lonely. And God decided that, you know what, this man, I would make a partner for him, a helpmate. And God created a woman. And he created a woman, and the Bible said that they refer to woman as wisdom. Wisdom is referred to in the Bible as she. And God knew exactly what he was doing. That the qualities of women, of a woman, was not going to be that easy. So he made Adam out of clay. But when he was about to make woman, he had to put Adam to sleep. Adam could not watch that creation. No way. It was going to be too much for him. Because he knew the kind of wisdom that he was going to put in women and the kind of qualities that women were going to have, the things that they were going to be able to do in this world. Can you imagine just even to have a child, to take care of a child, to even carry a child for 9 months? I sent a post on the platform that me and you were on. I was looking at some pigs, and the pigs were pregnant. The pigs, most of the time, the birth cycles is 3 months. So they can get pregnant 3 months, they deliver the babies, although they don't have a lot of babies. And the pig was so miserable. It was sitting there in the pool spraying herself. She was just fed. I sent the pictures of rubber. I said, look at the other one. She feels tired a day. She pregnant. She feeling all helpless. How about we the women and the human being can carry the baby for 9 months in our stomach? You think that small misery is no small joke. So, God saw all that thing. And even after the child is born, for a woman to take that child and take care of that child, consistently until that child grow up, it's another amazing situation. It's another quality that God gave you, because everybody who take care of children know it's not an easy thing. You have to be in the child life. You got to make sure they do what they're supposed to do, put them on the right track. And some children with, rebuttal stuff, they don't want to do it. You still got to be consistent in trying to raise the children. And you have to do your part, because after you have done your part, you did what God told you to do. So whether they came out right or they decide not to come out right, that they worry. All you know, you taught them in the right way. And my brother, my brother, Bill Kofi, if you watching, I come get on your case. He used to give my mom hard time. That boy used to give my mom hard time. I said my mom was sitting on the table and said I would beat you today. She was sitting on the table. I said you give me too much hard time. Kofi, and then me and you want to hey, God, I see you. That boy gave me. Kofi, my mom went through all that thing. He was taking my mom hard time. He said, you can't leave it. Kofi was giving my hard time. The old man died now. Many years passed. One day he was stopping with me in the house here. He started in the living room chair, shaking his foot. Shaking foot. I said, but why are you shaking your foot? The BBT are coming from my brother. I said, babe, what happened, Kofi? I just thinking about Mao. All the things I did to that woman took care of me. She took care of me. I suffered that woman there. Look at me. I said, look at you. Now, I started speaking. I said, now, you feeling gay or Manhattan? She feeling that ain't got no more. Nana, you feeling remorse? What say you feel remorse? Yeah, Grace. I just wanted to say sorry. I will better myself. My life will be better. I say, I'm very proud of him now. At least he's doing something on his own. He realized that everything his mother was doing was just to put him in the right direction, for his life to be better. And he realizes it now. He's getting on that track. And I'm so proud of where he came from to where he is. Because we don't know where he came from, but everybody ain't looking down to know what's up. Because he was not giving. I mean, on a daily basis, he was not giving my money. So mothers. I just told that story to tell you the goodness of mother. We never get tired. A woman, her place is not to get tired. Sometimes it's painful. You see the woman going up and down, carrying that child or the children this place, trying to get them ready. You have to make food for them. My son, Bashon, to get his menu. By the time he was 5 years old, he kind of were egg and bread, fried egg, no mayonnaise, 2 teaspoons of seasoning, this, that, the other. I mean, I think but you put 2 spoons of seasoning in the egg and the egg will be sauteed. He will list his order, and you got to make that egg accordingly. I just telling you that what mothers go through, and he consistently does it until today. I'm eating boiled egg today with cream of wheat and a little bit of milk. He put in your order, and you have, as a mother, you have to do that, and all those little things. But at the end of the day, I was just like lying down in my bed this morning and started to think about since my kids were born. And everything I went through with them as a mother, and how I had to take them to the hospital, to the doctor appointment, and the other one to the game, the other one to piano lesson, and the other one to the other thing, and they got to do their physical. And I started seeing, and my oldest child is almost 20 years, so July 24th, she will be 20. And I started thinking about all that thing. I would not change a thing. I thought about it. It brought joy to me that I'm still able to even do that as a mother, and I was doing that for all these years. And I just like, I can't even feel anything, that I don't feel tired. I could do it again. That's the beauty of a mother, the qualities that in women that God gave us to be mothers in this world. Fred, you want to come in?
Yeah, just to add on to what you said, mothers are nurturers. And they nurture, among the many things that they are nurturers. And that nurturing process starts during the time of pregnancy. Because you start the nurturing process, you're nurturing the child. You have to make sure you're eating properly. You have to make sure you're caring for your body properly. You try to make sure that you are doing everything healthy so that child, when it's time for you to deliver that child, and that child comes out, and that child will be a healthy child. So the nurturing process does not start when you have already had the child. The nurturing process starts when you become impregnated, and you have, for that 9 months straight, you have to nurture your child and yourself, because based on that process, if you don't nurture that child properly and you don't take care of yourself properly, that child will either come out with some problems. And that is the reason why when we're pregnant, the doctor says you have to do this, you have to get enough sleep. Well, you have to do this and you have to do that. It's all part of the nurturing process. Now, when a child has been born, the second phase of the nurturing start, where you have to care for them. You're seeing them physically. So you have to care for them physically, take care of them, make sure they eat, make sure you're disciplining them in a way that God said discipline them so that when they're old, they will not depart for it. Then we start that other phase of the process. Throughout life, a mother's job never ends till she dies. That's how I feel. A mother's job never ends till she dies, because even when you are all grown up, there are situations. It doesn't matter how old our mothers are, we still run to them with tears in our eyes. They can be 80 years old, we go to them and they still have the wisdom to counsel us through whatever we were going through. If they're 90 years old, they're 100 years old. In fact, when they're at that age, it's like their wisdom is like at a peak. They're really, really wise. They might be weak and frail, but if you go crying to them, they still have enough to pour into you to strengthen you as a person, and that you will bounce back as the child. Sometimes they start to bring back to your memory. Remember when you were growing up, I told you this. Remember when you were growing up, I told you this. Remember this, remember this, remember this. And then all that, they start to juggle your mind. They start to shake your mind for you to remember the things that they implanted into you to bring you back to reality. And then you say, wow, I'm so glad I have my mother here. So those who have their mothers alive, they really have to appreciate their mothers. I don't understand how those who have mothers and they look at their mothers and they treat them so bad. You got people got their mothers in their homes where the mothers are basically their slaves. How can you? How can you, when you yourself are a mother now, how can you treat your mother in the home as a slave? You want her to cook for you. You want her to take care of your children for you. When you want her to clean after you and your husband, when you come home and those things not done, you start to scream at her. That is so wrong. You don't treat your mother like that. She has done her part for you. When she bore you, when she will carry you, she nurtured you. When she bore you, you came through physically, she nurtured you to the way you are now. This is the time for you to take care of her when she's weak and frail, not to abuse her to her death. We need to give our mothers the flowers now. Those of us who have our mothers still with us, it is incumbent on us. We must give our mothers the flowers while they're alive, because if we don't do that and they die, and we're there yelling, screaming, and carrying on, and want to buy a bronze casket and want to put a bling bling suit on there and put the biggest hair tie and tie on the head for them to lay in the casket, all of that is useless. Because you know what? When you were supposed to give her, when she was supposed to receive from you what she could see, what she could hear, what she could feel, what she could appreciate, what she could tell you thank you, you never did it. It's over. So I just want to say to us out there, if you have your mother alive, appreciate her. If you have a mother-in-law, appreciate her. If you have sisters, if you have sisters-in-law, if you have any woman in your life, in your space, appreciate them and love them and do your best and give them and serve them, specifically our mothers. Serve them until they are no more, because they did a whole lot and they went through a whole lot for us to be who we are today.
Okay. So thank you, Vera. Let me just read some comments. Shauna Naomi, who is my soror sister, she said, Happy Mother's Day. And Yasini, who is an advocate and one of our strong Liberian women, she said, Happy Mother's Day. And Lincoln Yakwa, he said, I'm following from Ganta. Thank you, Lincoln, for following. Rosemary said, Happy Mother's Day to all. Thank you, Rosemary. Happy Mother's Day to you. Our own brother and team member, Sir Eric Dental, he said, God bless you out there, the beautiful sisters and mothers. So he's saying Happy Mother's Day to everybody. And then Abraham Saki Jr., he said, Happy Mother's Day to all mothers around the world. Thank you, Abraham. T-Beck Myers, T-Beck Lane, she used to be a Myers. And she was my schoolmate once upon a time. Happy Mother's Day, T-Beck. Happy Mother's Day. She said, Happy Mother's Day, sister. And I can't read Popo because he's saying we're acting too civilized. And our dear sister Jean Collins Coding, she said, Happy Mother's Day, sisters. Happy Mother's Day, Jean. Happy Mother's Day to you. And Timothy Fedish Bosmith Jr., he said, Happy Mother's Day, mothers. Thank you, Timothy. Paulina Kohari Abisodu Kohari, and she said, Happy Mother's Day, beautiful sister. Happy Mother's Day, Paulina. And Domingo Jackson, my own brother, he said, Happy Mother's Day, ladies. Thank you, dear. And happy, thank you for wishing a happy Mother's Day. I come to tell you, say happy Mother's Day to you, but you know, I say happy Mother's Day to all the men who got mood swings.
Oh, but I think you did Popo wrong. I think you still need to read his comment out.
Yeah, Papa, but I did Papa when he said that what people think you're doing here, me pa every day, that Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. Oh, Papa, okay, well, good. When you said that what people think, I don't even want to read. Come here. Happy Mother's Day to you, brother. You know we love you. You want to want me for I read property is in front of for you. And then our brother Jackson say happy Mother's Day. Our brother Sargento say, we are here showering flowers for you all for all sacrifices you have made and continue to make. Thank you, Eric. And he said they are the first to wake up and the last to go to bed every day. So true. I said sometimes 12 o'clock are up. When me and Fred finish fighting with like one, then we fight with our own children. I mean, you know, doing things with me fighting now. When we finish working, then we get to our own children, you know, to teach them a lesson or maybe do what they want us to do. And Jebel Kamara, she said, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you, dear. And AB Sumaro. Happy Mother's Day, AB. Thank you. So, yes, as well as saying, the reason we should love and care for our mothers, because they have sacrificed a lot for us. You know, some people here in the States, these people, they actually sent for their parents. They sent for their parents for the sole purpose for their parents to come and mind their children. After the parents had taken care of them since they were small and nurtured them and care for them and show them affection, made sacrifices for them. Their parents then, okay, they came to the States, everything going on well for them, they will send for their parents. Then when they send for their parents, then they made their parents their babysitter. It's one thing when you send for your mother, she in the house for you, at least once in a while you want her to you know, look at the kids, maybe you want to step up. But you're not bringing your mother here for the sole purpose for her to be a babysitter to your children and be cooking for you and your husband. That abuse, and you know we fight against abuse for women and children, that abuse. You cannot bring the old lady here and then you got a woman in the kitchen. She cooking for you and your husband giving her cheek any day of the week. Then she minding the children and the American children's money. Then even got respect. They giving her cheek while she doing the laundry, folding all the clothes, cooking in the kitchen after she did all that for you. And you bring her here and she turn to your state and the woman refused to do it now. Then you say, oh, you know, she refused to do it. So in fact, she will leave my house. I have heard stories that people have put their mother out in the snow in this country because the mothers then have refused. And maybe the judge felt tired that they say, you know what, I'm tired. I need to sit in myself. You never brought the woman here to work for you. She is not your slave. You brought her here to have maybe a better life and see life as nicer as it is in America. And you should have your mother going up and down, you know, send her back to Liberia. And later on, you can bring her here, especially when the woman got green card. You cannot keep the woman in the house to take care of the children, wash the dishes, then you insult her, then she cook for you and your husband, you make her a maid. It's not how you do your mother. And some of y'all got your mother, they're so afraid of y'all that when you come in, then the woman start packing. Oh, she coming, oh, hey God, the woman coming. Your mother had turned into your slave. She had turned into your slave. And God look at these things, and we're supposed to adore our parents, especially when they have been there, they bore you. And even mothers who never really took care of the child, they that woman born you from her stomach. At least you should show her some gratitude. Some of them will say, oh yeah, she bore me and she never took care of me. And some of them were giving out to people just because the woman wanted a better life for that child. They will say, oh, she never took care of me. She's not my mother. But if she was going to go and abort you are not going to be born in this world. You are never going to be born as that particular person that you are right now. So the mere fact she was able to carry you for 9 months, and you being a mother, knowing that to carry a child for 9 months is not an easy thing. Some people will be sick that whole 9 months. They can't be themselves. They will carry that baby, be sick from hospital to hospital until they born that child. And you will neglect your mother because maybe when she had you, maybe she was young. Or maybe she never had a hand and she gave you out to somebody thinking that, you know what, my daughter will sacrifice and give my daughter to the person because my daughter will have a better life. And she made that sacrifice for you. And now you say you're in the Western world, or maybe you have seen civilization and you jump out, oh, she didn't do anything for me. She is not my mother. That God punish you. That God punish you. I'm talking and making me mad. That God punish you because the mere fact that she was able to carry you for 9 months, it's a curse for you to not have respect for a woman like that. It's a curse. And some of y'all who not make your mind afraid of y'all in the world yet, that when your mom coming, you coming in your mind afraid. There's certain things she can't even say to you. You ready to jump in her throat, in her pussy point. She's scared to even talk to you, and you will lack wisdom. Because if you know the amount of wisdom that our parents, as they get older, that God put into them, women alone, we got wisdom. And then when you get older, the older you get, the more wisdom you got. And because you make your mother so afraid of you, your mother will not be able to help you with that wisdom because she can't tell you anything. Because everything she tell you, you ready to give her cheek. You ready to talk that you so know now because you can't hear, you not go to school, you not write paper, you think you did something. But all those things that do not give you wisdom. It make you to know. You get little knowledge. But it doesn't mean because wisdom is far different from knowledge.
Exactly.
So we want to say out there today, for those of you who always disrespect your parents and brought your parents and you have to slave after you, we hope this show will help you to recollect and revamp yourself and say, you know what? I will change my behavior toward my mom. Although the woman came here and I'm working, she helping me. But when the woman wants to go to her friend to go spend time, let her go to her friend to go spend time. She human being. She will not be in the hot 24/7 taking care of you, your husband, your children. Let her be able to go spend time with her friends. And let her go take a trip somewhere and hang out with other people that she knows and everything. Most of the Liberian mothers today, they are dying here in America because their children have kept them on lockdown. They come to their country, they are on lockdown 24/7. They can't go anywhere in the snow, the inside. If someone tell the inside, the woman got her friend in Virginia, you're living in Maryland, say, my child, drive me to my little friend, let me go say hi to her so we can sit down and talk more. So you drive them, oh, you need to hurry, oh, I have to go. I got other things to do. Then why you brought her here? You should have just left her in Liberia to stay there and enjoy her time and play her little Lulu with her friend, cook her food and eat it. That's why I always advise most of these mothers, them, most of my friends, they are older people. I advise them and say, you know what? You got your green card, you can go and come anytime. You don't need to stay here because most of the Liberian mothers, then they die in America here because they are on lockdown. They're trying to keep them in the house as slaves and they can't do nothing but just their money children. The woman already mind you, mind your own child. Mind your own child. If you come in.
Yeah. That is, so you know, I had a good feeling today. I called my grandmother to say happy Mother's Day to her and she was so excited. And she said, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, yeah, I miss America. Or if I were in America, all the good things you used to do for me, I would be enjoying it. Oh, look at me here in Liberia now. I told her, I said, don't worry. Your Mother's Day coming, coming, and you will still enjoy it in Liberia. And that's the remembrance you want your grandmothers and mother to have. A good thing, a good remembrance of when they were, in your space or when you had them. They must remember something good, the way you treated them when my grandmother was in the country. My cousin Jean is on the platform, and through her instrumentation, my grandmother came to this country. My grandmother was in this country for about 10 years. And there was no time that she felt like, oh, I want to go home because I'm being treated bad and stuff like that. We baby her so much to the point that when till now that my grandmother will be 91 this year, she come to 91 this year, till now, as old as she is, and she was much younger back then, as old as she is now, she still remember the way we treated her, the way we care for her, the way we nurture her, the things we did for her, we pamper her. My grandmother and Jean's grandmother, they will all go facing each other. They will sit down. They will talk. They're all in thing and they lecture from in the morning to in the night. They go spend time with each other and all. In fact, there were 3 old ladies. When they sit down, they talk their old people thing. They laugh about it. Those things brought pleasure to them. So that's why we have to be mindful how we treat our mothers and the women that we are associated with. Because you know what? Everything they will lose everything, but they will never lose the memory of the good that you did for them, the way you hug them, the way you care for them, the way you have conversations with them. Our grandmother, we used to have all kinds of conversation. In fact, every Saturday, she used to like me to take her to the thrift store. That was my own job. I would come, we will put her in the car. She would sit in the back of the car. I tell her, strap her, say, we will go all around Maryland all day, passing from one place to another. And nobody had patience with her but me. We will walk slow, she will get tired. We will walk slow, she will get tired, and all those kind of things. But you have to have patience. That's all part of nurturing, and that's all part of caring for your parents. Because they got these people out here nowadays, they don't even have patience with their own mothers. Hurry up, oh my, I kind of time. Hurry up, you too. No. When you were a child, she had patience with you. Now that she's older, the power say, once a man, twice a child. So when you were a child, she took care of you. She became a grown up. Now she's a child. She's not getting in the stage of being a child twice. Now you are in the stage of being a grown up or being a man. It is for you to care for her, not for you to abuse her, not for you to scream at her, not for you to keep her on lockdown in a home. There was a sad story. There was this lady that used to live in an old folks home. I used to know her. I'm a frequent person in the old folks home. They all know me there. You go there, I don't even know, they're not related to me, but I go there, I sit with them, we talk, they ask all kinds of questions. Sometimes we ask them about their life before. They were just reminiscing about who they used to be in the past. You know, the old people like to lecture. And there was this one woman there, you know, she went to go visit her daughter in one of these American states. That old little cool state there, Colorado. That woman sat in her house. She used to call her friends in the old folks home. It's so cold in the house. My daughter even got a heat on. And I double. I can't get warm. How do you be a mother like that? Long story short, the woman ended up passing. She ended up passing. Then some tears and rolling and all those things. Why?
All that fake crying.
All that fake thing. You go to work, you say you want your heat bill, your electric bill to go. Also, you turn the heat off and your mother freezing in the house. It doesn't matter what she not covered with. She stay freezing. Old lady in her 80s. Why? Then when she died, you say you crying for your mom. You are fake. You are not fake. You don't do that. We hook our mothers. We just here to say we better pay attention. We better give them the flowers, because when they're gone, they're gone. When their eyes are closed and you haven't given the flowers, it doesn't matter what you do after the fact when the breath is taken away. When God has relinquished that breath from the body, there is nothing you can do. Everything else you do is just for yourself. So today is Mother's Day. If you have your mother, if you have a stepmother, if you have an adopted mother, if you have somebody serving in the role as a mother who is your role model, appreciate and give them the flowers. And giving them the flower doesn't mean that giving them $1 million or doing everything for them. Appreciate them in a way you know how to appreciate them, and let them see it while they are alive and be able to tell you thank you, and moreover to be able to bless you, because we all require and we all need the blessings of our parents to move forward when they are no longer.
Thank you, bro. And we are going to be celebrating some special mothers today here on this live. We are going to be celebrating some special mothers today, and we will tell you some information on how to treat your mother, especially on this special day set aside. Don't come make a day for you and your husband. It's not for you and your husband and your mom living in the house. Seriously, if the woman living in the house, that the woman day. You cannot take the woman day, you give it to you and your husband, and you're saying, oh, happy Mother's Day, honey. I my son, got my husband today. Happy Mother's Day, honey, and this and that, and your little woman sitting in the corner by herself. So we come and can give you tips for you to celebrate Mother's Day with your mother who live in the house with you, or is she living in the same area that you're living in, or even if you flew out of state to be with her, you can do these things with her to make her happy on this Mother's Day. So during this time, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to Sarah Harding. That's right, man. Sarah Harding, when you hear her talking, Jerry has working, so I get confused and say, okay, are you talking or are the woman talking? Sarah Harding is a blessed woman. She's blessed because her children call her blessed. Happy Mother's Day to you, Sarah Harding. Mrs. Sarah Harding, let me put your title on, man. Let me put your handle on it. Mrs. Sarah Harding, I can call Happy Mother's Day, oh, man. Ma, hello, Happy Mother's Day. Yes. Sarah Harding is one of the women that we want to celebrate on this live today. She is an amazing mother. Yeah. She is a loving mother, not only to her children, but to other people's children. That's what they call mother. When the children call you blessed. So Happy Mother's Day to Sarah Harding. We say Happy Mother's Day to my own mother. She I can call her Auntie Masa, but she's like she a mother to me. Let me just say that. Masa Dempster. Happy Mother's Day to Masa Dempster. I admire her so much because she myself can just talk anything. That's why I love her business. So I call her. It's not that she gets her what her age or she's something. Or me and her can talk anything. That my girl. And are the kind of women that I like to hang around. And then, Master, I love you. I can tell her anything, any day. She can tell me anything, any day. We laugh and we keep it moving. That's another way to show your mother love. That you can say anything to her. And one thing you know, my mother, when I talk about my mom, Mary Elliott, married to a Corinthian. Mary Elliott. I will come to my mom, I will start crying. Oh, mom, mama, they say I'm too dry. They say I'm too, girl, you know, I was dry, and I was too tall for the average Liberian size woman. They say I'm too tall. They say I'm too, so my mom said, a mother's love. A mother's love for my mom would say, stand out here, Chris. You can see yourself. You're too fine. Look at you. You are supermodel. And the supermodel said, I heard from my mom for that before anybody. She said, look, you are supermodel and you dance. She will encourage me. And then when she see me sitting down quiet, she knows something bothering me. My mom used to know her children one by one. She knows something bothering me. She said, you want to tell me something? You owe me some story? I said, no, I won't tell you nothing. She said, Grace, I your mom. Tell me anything, man. Because I the one will keep your secret. Because when I tell your thing to somebody, they say, it's my own shame. So I should be your friend. Or mother is a friend. People can say, oh, your mom and I'm your friend. Your mother is your friend. She is your friend. Because you can tell your mom anything that she will keep. She will not be like the other mothers. Then who can, or the guys on my name. One of my friends said her mother care her knee all around. One of my friends said, Grace, my mom, so you tell her she can't call her friend. Oh, no, man, I want you. She can't tell me, say, she'll call her friend, can say for her daughter, they got some old man like that. You just gotta forgive them and know what to tell them, know not what to tell them, because they will get your business. But we were talking about our money. My mama, she would die, she died with my business in her. She would never tell nobody. She never told anybody things that I share with her, not even my sisters. And she did the same thing for my sister, the things that my sister then went to, she never told me, because it was left between they and her. And she always said that what me and you discuss had nothing to do with your sister, did not have nothing to do with your sister, so I will not tell your sister. And my mother was my best friend. So the people who say that, oh, your mother is not your friend, your mother is your friend. We just wanted to clarify that today. And we wanted to honor Mrs. Sarah Harding today. Happy Mother's Day, Ma Sarah. Happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Harding. Happy Mother's Day, Ma. Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. We want to honor Massa Dempster. And then Massa, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mother. Happy Mother's Day, Auntie. Happy Mother's Day, sister, my gangster Oma. Happy Mother's Day to those two amazing mothers. And so now I'm going to go into how can we celebrate Mother's Day at home with our mothers. I know you in the house, maybe your mom there, your husband there. You not tell the mother that you sit on top of your head, you say for you. You even looking at your mom. But this is what you could do after your husband celebrated Mother's Day with you and your children. You could say, you know what? My mom here, one time with my mommy. So me and her will spend some time together. You could have you could blow some balloons. Maybe she carry it to her room, put it up there, and she see it, tell her happy Mother's Day. You sit down and you start to talk to her, trying to find out what on her mind. Because maybe she got other things that she's thinking about. You busy working all week. You didn't have time to talk to her. You can take this day and say, Mommy, sit down here, let's talk small. What's going on with you? What you want to do? What you see, how you see life, what you want to do, from now on, what your plans are. You start to talk to your mother. You could do that maybe for 2 hours. You talking to your mother, she opening up to you, and that's a good way to spend Mother's Day as well. While you're maybe drinking some or wine, or maybe drinking some juice, and you talking to your mom. Another thing, you and your mom could bake cake together. You could go in the kitchen. You say today Mother's Day. Thank you very much, my children. My husband finished telling me happy Mother's Day. I in the house with my mom, or I flew to see her. Mommy, get in the kitchen, that bake cake. Whether you're making a mess, or you ain't making a mess. So the mere fact that you're doing it together is a bonding moment. You guys are bonding, and that's a good way to celebrate Mother's Day. You could play a beautiful message for her if she's not here with you. You can record a message for your mother, and you can send it to her. Tell her how you love her, how you appreciate her, and all the things that she did for you that you can remember, and tell her some little stories on that message. Leave a 5-minute message and show her some love. That's another way you can celebrate Mother's Day. You can make a photo collage. Make a photo collage of your mother and you present it to her. That's another way to celebrate Mother's Day. Well, I had a photo collage today. Let me tell you my story. I had a photo collage today for my husband and my children.
I gotta go into the second half.
Yeah.
I said before you gave that story, you gotta go to the second half.
Okay, I shouldn't say it now.
No, you can say it, but you have to lead into the second half.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll soon lead to the second half. So, anyway, my husband made a nice big collage for me. They are painting, very expensive painting with all my pictures from different times in my life. And my husband did that for me. And he gave me so I mean this Mother's Day, he know he's the master of giving present. But this one was just for me. I mean, I really appreciated this one. Got all the other things, like just things, you know, things. But I mean, to see my picture from different stage of my life, I saw it, tears got in my arm, like, wow. So then my son, my other children, my daughter gave me a little present. My 9-year-old son too, he gave me a present. So I had this a charger, and he broke my charger. So he told his pastor, I won't spend my own money to buy mommy charger because she be very complaining about the charger. Yeah, I won't spend my own money to buy it for her. So the pastor, okay, so he went and bought a charger for me. And he gave me the charger for my Mother's Day present, the charger here. I said, oh my God, because I like the kind of charger. I said, oh my God, Pastor, I really love the charger. He was the first one. He gave me the charger. I said, oh my God, he read his card. He made a homemade card. He read the card. Oh, I said the card was so lovely. We pressing everything. He time finish. The sister can give me the present or time finish. So the parking, I said, okay. Yeah, Grace said, this is what we made for you as a family. I said, like, oh my God. I said, the tears are coming. My 9-year-old son said, what? Why are you, he told your pa, what are you doing? You like to blow up everything. This is not your mother. This is my mother. This is my mother. You like to blow everything. He started crying. Big tear coming from your eye. Oh, you took everything away from me. And my mommy was appreciating my charger, and you took that away from me. I can't take this. This is my mother. He's like, well, where is your own mother? But I said, but my mother died. Okay, you can handle that. I'm just saying, let me have chance for my own mother. I played to allow God. I said, bro. My son said, hey, Papa not giving you. This is not your mom. It's not your Mother's Day. Wait for your wife's day, and you give her the present. This is my Mother's Day. So, and that's this story will lead you to our second segment of the show. The question is, should a man wish his wife Mother's Day and give her present on Mother's Day? Should a man wish his wife Mother's Day and give her present on Mother's Day? So we'll get back. Let me just play some small Prince Nico. Let rest our kusepe. Yeah, because sometimes when you thought you need to rest, you kusepe. Yeah. Oh, Lord.
If you forget your mother, you lost your life.
So if you haven't heard, there's this nice body wash on the market by Gracie Care Products. So you can put in your order. This is a 10-ounce, 16-ounce bottle. It's $10 plus shipping and handling. Very good African black soap. Very good for your skin. As you can see me, I'm flawless. You will also use the product religiously. So we are the brand ambassador, the me brand ambassador. But this is it right here. Put in your order, you will not regret it. This is very good soap. It lasts long as well. You know, the soap is sticking in the body wash. And then if you have, you know, you got facial issue or not, you know, it's good to wash your face with a different kind of soap. So when you're taking bath, you use the body wash. Don't use the same body wash on your face. Most time people don't know it can give you acne, it can make your face wrinkle. You have the African black soap paste. Basic Care product, you can put in your order. We have different types. This is the mild, we have the medium and the sensitive. So your skin sensitive, when you put in your order, just tell me say I got sensitive skin. I will send you the sensitive skin one. You use it. I have the brush, you can buy it if you want. You can order it from me or it's in the stores. You use the brush to wash your face. The video is on my page. You go and see how we do it. This soap can last you for a month. And it's only $15 plus shipping and handling. So just imagine if you buy the soap $15, it lasts you for a month. Some people can take away it. When you take it away it will last you for at least 3 weeks. So in the soap, it has a lot of leather in it, so you will not even the money is so limited, the money is so small for the product, to tell you the truth. So this is it. The brush is also $10 and the soap is $15. So just so you know, this is what we use. As you can see me right now, I tell you no lie, I have on no makeup except for the lipstick on my lips. I've been using this soap for a very long time. So I use this. I even sometimes I take bath with this, but because we keep out with the body wash, so now I use the body wash and it can make me shine. Right, you want to say anything about the soap so we can move on?
Yeah, like I said last week on What's Winning, a good product. If you're looking for a good product, I recommend we are, like Grace always say, we are all women of a certain age.
Well, we can hear you. I can hear you because I will kill the music or you can say what you gotta say. Yeah. Even please, Nico, can you imagine we're buying it? They say we're talking about the money. We're teaching your money back. Yeah, we'll finish the song later on. We're going to get back into our stuff. So if you can say anything about the sub, let's move on to the next topic.
As I was saying, I say it's a good product. I recommend it. Like you always say, we are women of a certain age. Even if you are youth, if you are younger, you can still use it. It's good for the skin. My mom started to use it, and she has seen a lot of changes. You know, my mom got burned as a child, and throughout life, you couldn't see the burn marks on her skin. But now that she has gotten older, her the burn on the skin started to show again. And one time I look at her, I said, "Well, why he looks so black?" She said, "But you know, I told you I got burned when I was a child, so all the burn mark are older now, so you can see all the burn mark." And so she started to use the black. So lo and behold, it's a whole lot of changes with it before and after, with her burn marks on her skin. And I will be sending you a shot so you can take a look at it, Grace. But it has done her skin a whole lot. All that black burn is not visible like it was since she started using the black soap. So I recommend it. Try it. Even if you don't have acne on your skin, if you don't have burn marks, just try it. I use both. I use the paste and the body wash. I use it interchangeably as I feel like. So it's a good product. It has worked for me, and I'm sure it's going to work for you.
Why ain't you glowing, girl? I tell you no lie. I never knew. I mean, I just hearing the story about it. Oh my, that black soap here, right? Doing something. So the black soap is doing something, especially the ingredients that we're using. Our black soap is different. So I know that all the other black soap out there, we don't have no bleach, no whitening in our soap. We don't make bleach product. So as you see us, this is our color, and we use the soap. But what I have explained, she just saying I never heard it before, you know, so that her testimony for her mother.
If you see the picture that I put up on my page today for my mom to see the picture I took today and see how she looks.
Yeah, she looked very beautiful. I never even noticed that she even had she was born before that.
And she's gonna be turning 74, so you know.
Wow, the Oma Shani, you folks.
It's on the market. Put in your order and get yours and try it.
Yeah, try it. So we are moving into our new segment. Should a husband wish his wife Mother's Day and give his wife a Mother's Day present? Because my son had a whole fit today because my husband gave me present. He said they took away from him. He only 9 years old, so we have to sat him down and we now maybe we'll go through maybe one day of counseling with him to tell him the differences. But I told him personally that Daddy is not taking anything away from you because the love I have for you, nobody can take that love. This place that you sit in my heart, the space that you have there, is only your space. He said, "Oh," I said, he smiled so deep. He said, "Mommy, nobody can take that space." I said, "Nobody, not even Daddy. He can't even take that space." And you know, he calmed down a little bit when I said, "That's a separate love that's going on here. Each and every one of you in the home got a different space in my heart. And your space, because you're my youngest child, you have one of the largest spaces." He said, "Oh," and he calmed down and he understood. I told him, he said, "It's okay for Daddy to say Happy Mother's Day to me because I born you. You know, I'm a mother. He don't have to be my child. And don't tell him to go look for his mom because he lost his mother. So you're making him to feel sad." And he said, "Okay, I will say sorry to him, and then we move on from there. But my brother, my oldest brother, he teases his wife a lie and say, "Oh, you know what? I'm giving you no Mother's Day present. I'm telling you no Happy Mother's Day. You're not my mom. After all said and done, you're not my mom. So, but you will still give her present and say Happy Mother's Day, but it's just a joke thing. So, Fira, what do you think?
But there are men who really believe that they're not supposed to say Happy Mother's Day to their wives, and I know people who don't do it at all. They will, yeah, and they will go and buy a card. They will give it to the children. They will encourage the children to buy a gift for the mom, but they will never say Happy Mother's Day to their wives because they say, well, it's not their mother. They would tell their mothers Happy Mother's Day, but they would never say Happy Mother's Day to their wives. Some men believe that. I don't know. I mean, they hold on tight to that belief, and there's nothing that can deter them. And so that's what we're asking. I don't know if other people know men out there who do stuff like that, but I know people like that. They would never tell their wives Happy Mother's Day because they say it's not their mother. But what they fail to realize is that you married to the woman you in the home. When you're hungry, you ask her for food. When your socks, Lord, what my socks? What my trousers? Have you seen my shirt? Did you see
My bill?
Did you see my wallet? Do you know what my shoe is? Can you please iron my shirt? Can you please, do I have any clean drawers? You know what my boxer is? My blue socks that I like to wear, my favorite socks. Have you seen it? Where is my wedding band? I lay down over here. I can't find it. All these things they ask their wives. Their wives are nurturing them. And it is the nurturing process, even though she's your wife, but that nurturing process that she's doing for you, just like she does for the children, that's what makes her a mother to you. Even though she did not biologically have you, but she's playing the role of a mother in your life. She's playing a dual role. She's playing a role as your wife, and she's playing a role as a mother. Because when you're sick, you can say, oh, you're not my mother, so take care of me. You expect your wife to take care of you. So if you're going to say, oh, you're not my mother, you're my wife, so I can tell you mother to. Then when you sick, if the woman tell you, say, well, I'm not your mother, go call your mother to come take care of you, then you shouldn't get mad with her.
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah. For me, I just think it's right for a man to honor his wife on Mother's Day.
Of course.
That's the right thing to do. Because as Vera said, the woman is keeping it down 24/7 for you. She cooking, she cleaning, she got a full-time job. Even if she didn't have the full-time job, the housework is a full-time freaking job. She doing all that stuff for you. She doing the laundry sometimes, although you guys need to split it because you can't put all that stuff on the woman. You lost your wallet, and my husband always losing his wallet. Oh, my wallet. I said, and so Grace, the thing made me so when he lost the wallet, they started saying, he can't even ask me. He said, you know what? You come and call me for losing my wallet. I was just look for my wallet. But he was still going to say, you know, I lost my Grace, you saw my wallet. Why are you always losing your wallet? And that's where we are. And then sometimes I have to find it for him and try to trace it because I can think about the last place you left and think about this. I mean, the last time I saw know the man until the last time he left the water right to the garbage place in Sunny, and he there was a bus. I said, you bend down. He said, yeah. I said, okay, the water fell in there. I can be so scared for you. And I said, go back to that garbage place and then look in the bus. And he went, the water was there. He came, but he couldn't press me now for what I did. He said, you know you so say. I said, look at. So that what we say, the woman will do all of that. When you get sick, you will go lay your head on your wet chest. She will go fix your teeth. She will do all of that. It's supposed to be vice versa too. When she's sick, you're supposed to take care of her. That's why when Father's Day comes, she will wish you happy Father's Day. She will make all of the nice salad and rice bread and chicken and all for you. So when it's Mother's Day, she is not your mother, but she's your wife. She's the mother in the home. So you're supposed to wish her Mother's Day because it's the right thing to do. If you're out there and you're saying that you're not supposed to do it, I hope you learn from us right now. We're telling you it's appropriate for you to wish your wife happy Mother's Day and for you to find a gift and give it to her and tell her, you know, how good she is being a mother. Now, you guys do not even have to have kids in the house. The mere fact that she is a woman automatically make her a mother because she's in the house with you. At least you should be able to wish her happy Mother's Day. And one more person I wanted to honor today, Rose Snippy. Happy Mother's Day, beautiful, my beautiful daughter. Happy Mother's Day. You my little sister, you my little daughter, you my everything. I really love you. Thank you for the post today. You're a beautiful little soul. Since I started dealing with you, you know, I told Fira about you. Not because of the post. Now, I wasn't before you even put the post, but we talk about you and we like your behavior and how you carry yourself. And we want to applaud you this day and say happy Mother's Day because you too, you are a mother. Um, I lost my thoughts.
But the men and them not saying Mother's Day to their wives.
Yeah, of course. We're talking about the men and not saying Mother's Day to the wives. You need to say that. It's important that you honor your wife on Mother's Day. And I wanted to honor one girl. Her name is Regina Smith. Regina is not a biological mother, but she met her husband and he had a daughter. And when she met this man, he had a daughter. She was 6 years old. Regina has not born her own child, but the way she takes care of this girl is like her own child. I've been watching her for years. The girl is 17 years old now. But when you see Regina and that girl, you would never know, except somebody tell you, say, it's not Regina biological child. And Regina, we want to honor you today. You one of the outstanding mothers. Happy Mother's Day to Regina Smith. She is married to Ben Smith, who is my nephew. I honor you, Regina. I have a lot of respect for you. I watched you for years, and the kind of person you are, it's only honorable to call you blessed because you are a real true mother. You are a true mother. For you to care for a child who you never born in this world, but you care for that child like your own. I mean, I don't know how to even like say it. I honor you, Regina. And Regina should be in her 20s, I think her early 30s. But congratulations on your motherhood, and we continue to pray for you, and may God bless you for everything you do for your daughter. Pure?
Yeah, I want to say happy Mother's Day to you, Regina, as you have taken on another child and raised that child as your own, and taking so much good care for her. May God open up your womb so that you can have your own biological child too. Also, may God bless you and may God keep you as you continue to do a good work as a mother. It's very rare, especially the times that we are living in now. It's very rare that people will take care of other people's children because the world has become cold and the world has become wicked. No one wants to take care of another man's child anymore. Everybody have become selfish, just like the Bible say will happen in the last days. But because you have done so, may God bless you abundantly.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pure. And we want to also send a shout out to our other mother that we want to honor today, Helena Collins. I forgot her last name, her husband's last name. But she's a church mother. Helena is in Philadelphia. She has a restaurant, and her husband is a pastor. Oh God, I forgot her married name. Helena. Her maiden name is Collins. Helena Collins. I forgot her married name, but her name is Helena Collins. So I want to say I know she's not expecting this, but I just want to say, and none of the mothers were expecting it. I just want to say happy Mother's Day to Helena. Helena is another amazing mother. I will not tell Helena's story. One day she will tell her own story. But I watch Helena from afar, and then when I go to Philadelphia, I'm 2 hours away from Philly. When I drive to Philadelphia, I always stop at Helena's house, to hang out and stuff like that. She will always just cook for me to eat and stuff like that. But the way, Helena is in the house with her children. Helena is one of the mothers that I have mad respect for. And I want to say, Helena, God bless you for all you do. You're not only mother to your children in the home, but you're mother to the church children. The people that in the church, you are mother to them. And happy Mother's Day to you. She is married to Moses Swa, that his name on Facebook. I don't know why I forgot to put the real last name. But happy Mother's Day to Helena. So you want to send a shout out to anybody else? Because we need to get
to all my aunties on Facebook, to the Bestman clan, to the Harding clan, to the Kanga family, to the Kabli family, all the women in the Kabli family, the women in the Bestman and Kanga family, the women in the Harding family. I say happy Mother's Day to you all. Mother's Day is every day. It's just this one day, like we said earlier, it's taken out of, it's set aside to celebrate Mother's Day. But I want to say happy Mother's Day to them all. My own cousin on this platform is Jean Collins Coding. Strong woman, exceptional woman, phenomenal woman. She's like the jack of all trades and master of all. You know, so I want to say happy Mother's Day to her, my own sister, Mrs. Strafina Scott, the wife of the counselor. I want to say
Oh, yes, our own counselor. Happy Mother's Day to your wife.
I want to say happy Mother's Day to her. Shout out to her, to all my cousins, the Mattises. I want to say shout out to them and everybody who's connected to me, all the women that are connected to me. I love you all, even my in-laws. I want to say happy Mother's Day to you all. We all make the world go round. Without our efforts, without our wisdom, without our strength, without our knowledge, without our nurturing, our advice, our discipline, you know, the world would be lost because women rule the world. Even though women are put on the back burner, but at the end of the day, we end up being in the front because we have to lead everything for everything to transition smoothly in life and in the world. And so I want to say happy Mother's Day to all of my family members, all the women in my family, and all the women that I have acquaintance with. My own friend, Miss Paula too, Paula too.
Yes.
That's my ride or die.
Our own sister, Paneto. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to you, Sissy. I love you. My other ride and die, Mrs. Skimmer Johnson Sherman. I love you
Oh,
all.
yes, come on. Our old classmates.
I wrote dog there. You know, we never fall out, we never fuss, we never do anything, you know, none of that stuff. Everything is in love, everything is done in love. And I just
And respect for one another.
exactly,
Love and respect for like we do things like grown-ups.
exactly.
Me, I can't tell you, say, brother, mess, they don't do it again,
Don't
man.
try it.
That first say you can go stay that man, we face the people, if finish, we move on from there.
From there. So I want to say shout out to them. And, you know, that's how life should be. You know, we all should be able to joke each other and then bounce back, or say things to each other and then bounce back. So I want to say I love them all. I appreciate them all. I'm glad that they're in my life. Even you, Mrs. Squaw, I want to say
Oh,
I love you. You my right hand girl. You know, we don't scream, we don't get vexed. I say, where's it so quiet? You with balance when you ready with balance. Then we come back to the table and we move on. That's love. And that's what we're sharing with each other. And so happy Mother's Day to all the women out there.
and then I would like to also send a special shout out to my own sissy, my cha, my pie, the cha, Donald Curtis, my sister. My sister, she my mom, she my sister, she my friend. When I tell people they think they can say, oh, that thing can happen. Me and my sister, we don't have a father. My sister, we grew up together in a house, but there is no time we ever had any confusion to say we having confusion and say this and that. Nothing. My sister, she treat me, although she is not even that older than me, but she treats me like her little sister and her daughter. Because when my mom was dying, my mom told her, say, take care of Grace. And she took that challenge very seriously when my mom told her. So when it comes to me, you can play. I don't care, you can be who. You don't play with her sister. I call her Nina that she say, we. Happy Mother's Day. You one of the best women ever in the world I've seen. From the time I knew you, you press my hair, you wear my scar. Warren was in my boy, I ran behind you, you run for me. I see that you want to protect me, but you say you scared. All that thing we beat you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. When I call you, I cry, you pray for me. Every day you pray for me. I love you so much. I thank God that God made you my sister. I thank God. God bless you so much. One other person I want to send a shout out to is Iselo Freeman. Isela Freeman Rollinson. I know she will be surprised. Happy Mother's Day to you. You know, Isela, she behind the scene, kind of, supporter, and not supporter, but she behind the scene kind of advocate. She will donate to stuff to help Liberian people. She will donate. But you will never hear it. Isela will send money to do this, and she will send money to do that. Isela Freeman Rollinson, happy Mother's Day to you. Me and Isela know one another. It's not that we're so friends, but we know one another through mutual friends. But Isela, when it comes to Liberia, she's a mother. And I'm sure she's a mother to her own children. She has a son, if I'm not mistaken. Happy Mother's Day to you, Isela. God bless you, my sister. Everything you do in the world, with God prosper it because you have a good heart. And people like you make the world go round. God bless you, Isela Freeman. Riley say, let me put your husband, let me put your hand on there, I put your husband. But why she didn't even call your last name like that? You know the men. Yeah, so happy Mother's Day. You said, oh, God bless you. And these are the people we need call your name. Doesn't mean that we're not saying happy Mother's Day to you. We're just saying happy Mother's Day to the people who really had touched our lives. And we wanted to share the platform with them today. And we have come to the end of Split Talk, the 9th generation. Lawani Women, Lawani platform is also attached to this thing. And we want to say thank you for being here with us. We come here every Sunday at 7 p.m. with different topics, trying to give information out there. And how they call it? He said, Popo King, where need Popo King? Our brother Popo. I know. Lord, let me tell you something, Popo. That's where you go put behind you say Popo. You better not call yourself. I mean that you professional imponer. So Popo me, you professional imponer. You want to be professional imponer? You better go change that name. Popo King. You want to be? They say Popo. A professional na my own career to be poor. Now what you telling us so? That Popo, I don't know where it came from with that thing, but it's a curse. So take that name from you. You are king. You cannot be Popo. You cannot be professional imponer. Then you are king again. That double negative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You cannot. I don't know what the guy or not. You cannot be a professional imponer. You say you poor. You get degree imponer. Then you say you king on top of it. So you can't be. You are king. We will look at you as a king, not Popo.
That's
so,
double mind that you can be Popo, then you be king on top of it.
Exactly. It means that a double-minded person is unstable in all his ways. You cannot be professional imponer, then you say you king on top of it. You king. We want to keep you as a king. Don't be professional impo. Don't be professional imponers. So that it is. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Today we learn our Popo. Everyone know.
No, but you gotta straighten that Popo because I think it's not a good connotation. Popo.
No.
When you pro in something, it means that you are good at it, and nobody should be good in being poor.
Nobody should be good in people. So that's what we wanted to share today. Yeah. We thank you for watching. Split Talk, the 9th generation Lawani Women platform will be at next Sunday with a whole different topic, a whole different stuff. And we're asking Jean, maybe you will come here with us next week, please, man. That the invitation we're extending out there to you. Happy Mother's Day, beautiful. Thank you so much, viewer. You want to say anything before we leave?
Happy Mother's Day to all our strong women out there. Continue to be strong. Continue to be wise. Continue to do good. Continue to take care of your children. Let us all continue to love each other and uplift each other because, like I said, the world we live in now is cold. The world we live in now is wicked, and we all need each other. We need to support each other. We need to be nice to each other. We need to be good to each other. We need to love each other. Let us all give each other flowers, our flowers while we are alive. Even we as women, among us women, we can give ourselves flowers, and we should learn to do that moving forward.
Thank you so much, and God bless you. Let's go back to our Prince Nico song. Yeah, Susan. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that different song as even. I knew when you said. Doo-doo-doo. So yeah, thanks for watching and God bless you. Juanina, thank you, ma. Yeah, thanks for watching. Eric Dental, thank you. Eve is here. Happy Mother's Day to you, baby. You are another mother that have a real cool heart. God bless you, man.
My sweet mother.
Denzel Paradise. I like Denzel. Denzel Nicholas Paradise.
My mother will cry.
What is it, Denzel?
She don't know what it is.
Mansola, Jeezy,
you know well.
Thanks for watching.
Now what's in the world?
God bless you. Y'all have a nice rest of your week. Don't get in nobody way. Just do the
you
right
fit
thing
get
at
another
home.
wife.
Very important.
You fit get another husband.